Welcome to my Boxing for Beginners workout. Now, this workout is just gonna move through the fundamentals of all of the punches, the defensive moves, and how to move your body in boxing. Boxing is one of my favorite ways to move my body because it is a full body workout. It engages your mind, it fires up your soul, and it challenges every single part of you. Now, boxing never really gets easy, but we are gonna start off at a level that is digestible for all. Now, as the great Rocky Balboa always says, every champion was once a contender who refused to give up. So no matter what, throughout this entire workout, throughout this entire explanation of each and every fundamental, I want you to promise that you're not gonna give up on yourself. We're gonna start with the basics. Making a fist, yeah? We're gonna throw a lot of punches. We're gonna walk through each and every punch. But first, we gotta learn how to make a fist. So place the palm of your hand facing up towards the ceiling. I want you to curl in your top 4 fingers, wrap your thumb around those fingers. Now you've made a fist. Now, when you extend that arm, and we're doing straight punches, you're not going to keep that arm flat. We wanna rotate those knuckles because I want you to always be punching with those top 2 knuckles. If you hit these other 2 knuckles when you got your fist inside the glove, it's gonna hurt. It's not gonna feel good. And you might get a couple bumps and bruises along the way, but that's what boxing is all about. You gotta get rugged, you gotta get dirty, you gotta really get into it. So, we're building your inner fighter. I can't wait to help you embrace that inner fighter, but it starts with making a fist. So let's try the other hand. Go ahead and curl those 4 fingers in, wrapping the thumb around the rest of the fingers. Let's extend it right towards me. Yes, as if I'm your opponent. You wanna rotate those knuckles down, bring it right back. Yes, those are the fundamentals of making a fist. You made a fist, make 2 fists. Bam, yes. Let's move into boxing stance. Now, there's orthodox fighting stance where your right side is dominant. There is southpaw fighting stance where your left side is dominant. We are gonna work both sides today, but as we're running through the punches, I encourage you to choose your dominant side because there's no lopsided boxers out there. They all have a stance. Some people fight in both. Kudos to all those fighters. But I am an orthodox fighter, so I normally drop my right foot back behind me and then rotate on a 45-degree angle, making sure that my front toes are in alignment with my back heels. So if I were to slide my front foot back, do a little tap on the heel, bring it back to the front. Now go ahead and elevate that back heel. You wanna make sure you have a soft bend in the knees and you can evenly move that weight between both feet. When you're in boxing stance, you wanna shift the weight a little bit back onto the back leg. Yes? You're gonna feel that. Pull your elbows tight into the body, clench the fist like we made a fist, you remember that. Bring the fist up to block that beautiful face. So around the chin line, the jaw line, chin down, fist up, roll those shoulders slightly forward, and we're gonna find here our home base of boxer's bounce. So bounce lightly on the balls of those feet right there. Beautiful work, nice. Stay light in that home base movement. You wanna stay light on the balls of the feet. Slow bounce, you're not bouncing super high, so we're not jumping off of the balls of the feet, just a bounce. Light as a feather. What did Muhammad Ali say? Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Well, it's time to make those punches sting. So we start off with our straight punches, the jab and the cross, often called the 1s and the 2s. Chicka, chicka, yeah. I'm corny, guys. It's just me. Anyways, get into that boxing stance. Go ahead and bring your guard up. You are ready to fight. We start with the jab. So the jab is with the lead arm. All of your odd punches, 1, 3, and 5, will be with this same lead arm. You want to extend the punch all the way, and remember, turn those knuckles so that you are punching with the top 2 knuckles. Full rotation and extension. My arm is out long. Take it out, bring it back in. Now that back arm is not working in the jab. It is guarding during the jab. So as you extend and bring it back, you want to make sure that you focus on keeping that back arm, that rear arm, on guard. Now let's bring the jab up a little faster. Yes. Just throw a few more jabs for me. Nice and sharp and quick. And now we move on to the cross. So the cross involves our lower body a little more than the jab did. I want you to practice the rotation of those hips and those shoulders that will follow the hips as you go into the cross. So let's just rotate. Hands on the hips, just rotate. Bah, bah. Nice and quick. Bah, bah. Like you're gonna hit that punch. Bah, bah. Bring those hands up to guard. Now practice the rotation without the punch. And now we'll add the extension of that straight punch. This is the cross. Comes across the body, moving the head to the outside of the center line as you rotate. Now, before you can pick up speed in this powerful punch, I really want you to work on the form. We never sacrifice form for speed. Hit a few more crosses, and then we're moving on to our lead hook. Yes. All right, we're gonna practice the rotation similar to how we did with the cross, but now it's in our lead leg, our front leg. We're gonna rotate, drop the weight onto the back foot as we rotate the front foot. So here, just practice the click. Sit into it. It's kind of like a dance move. Hey! You gotta have fun with it. Why not? There we go. Rotate and sit back in it. Now we're gonna just practice the arm without the rotation. So move into your offensive stance. Nice equal stance, facing the front. We are going to bring that arm out just slightly away from the face before we rotate it down. And it's almost like your arm is gliding across the surface. So you wanna bring it across. We're gonna do the same thing with the rear hook. So let's practice the arm motion here while we're here. Beautiful. Now remember, you need to lift that elbow up. Beautiful. We're not focusing on the lower body here. We're just focusing on the upper body. Keep that chin down, fist up, eyes on the prize. Lead hook, rear hook, back to stance. Get comfortable in your stance, and let's just practice the lead hook. As we drop the weight into the back heel and rotate that front foot, we drive into the punch. That's where you get your power. The core rotation is where you get your power. Give me 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Moving into that rear hook. So you wanna hook, drive it into your opponent, drive it into your target. You got that rotation now coming from the rear foot, rear arm, same leg, same arm. Drive that punch in. Give me just a few more, because we got 2 more punches before we move into our defensive moves. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Last 2 punches are our uppercuts, sending them straight up the middle, but not scooping. So let's just work on the arms, and then we'll work the feet, then we'll put it together. So, coming straight from underneath the chin, shortest distance to each punch. Make it connect straight in the middle. You see how I'm rotating the core, rotating those shoulders. Get right underneath that punch, keeping my focus forward. And my focus is gonna stay forward as I turn my body on that 45-degree angle. So we've got the lead uppercut. I'm just popping my heel up, driving that punch straight through the middle. Give me 4, 3, 2, last one. Rear uppercut, right into it, right away. Little more rotation in this punch. Drive it straight up the middle. Remember, we're not scooping out ice cream. Shortest distance. You don't have to move very far from underneath your chin to connect with power. We have 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's get on the defense. Right here, we're gonna move into our defensive moves. We start with a duck. Very similar to a squat, you're just gonna bend your knees, and as the punch is coming at you, you're gonna duck out of the way. Duck. Keep that guard up. So important to keep blocking that beautiful face and that beautiful body as you duck it down and bring it up. I can feel the fire in my legs already, and I know you can too. We stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. You got it out of the way there. Now we're gonna move into our slips. So our slips, rotate the shoulders, then we rotate towards the back leg. We keep that focus forward. I like to practice my slips with my hands down by my hips. So we rotate side to side. Bring the guard back up, and you got it. Slip the punch. It's coming straight down that center line, and I'm moving out of the way. Moving side to side. It feels like a little mini crunch, yeah? So I'm engaging my core. Again, that full body work, that full body action, even when you're on the defense. We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And moving on to the roll. Now the roll requires you to make a U shape with the top of the head. So we're gonna focus again on the upper body as we're using the lower body. So I'm gonna roll towards my back leg, get nice and low, underneath the ropes in that ring, roll towards the front leg. Roll to the back, roll to the front, and when you add these two rolls together, we call it a bob and weave. So we're bobbing and weaving. Speed it up a little bit. We only have 2 more moves. Bob and weave, get through it. Come on, push through. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna work on some movement forward and back and laterally, then finish off with a sweet move that I like to call the pullback. So we step forward, take a step forward, leading with the front leg. We move to the back, stepping towards the back. Now the lateral movements get a little more tricky, so I'm gonna slow it down for you. You always wanna step with the foot on the outside if you're going in that direction. So right now I'm going to the left. I'm gonna use my left leg and step outward. We never wanna get our feet crossed in boxing. It really knocks off your balance. So keep that weight centered. We step to the outside, we step back inside. Lead with the front foot, lead with that back foot. Step forward, step back, guard back up. Step side, step side. Step forward, step back. Now I'm gonna say step out, step in. Nice work, give me 2 more. Forward, back, step out, step in. Last one, take it forward and back, out, in. Last defensive move, the pullback. You pull back away from the punch, nice and quick. It's kind of like a knee-jerk reaction. I'm trying to get out of the way really fast. It's the tiniest step on the ball of the back foot. So look, I'm moving back. I'm moving my head out of the way, my upper body out of the way. So if the punch comes at me really quick, it's a hook, or it's an uppercut even, or maybe even a straight punch that isn't close enough to your head. You can push back, pull back, pushing onto the back foot as you pull away from the punch. Yes, give me 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. You're a knockout, you're a champion, you're a fighter every single day. Never forget that, my super sweaty smile squad. Now, I have plenty of boxing and dance out of the box workouts for you on my YouTube. So if you've not already joined the Sweaty Smile Squad, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. Click that subscribe button below. Join me on Instagram, follow me there. All of my handles are in the caption. I would love to meet you, I would love to hear from you. Talk to me, I talk back. And remember that every champion was once a contender before they became a champion. They just never gave up. So all I need you to commit to is never giving up. Try this workout again. If it felt a little scary to you and too much information for you the first time, I promise you, you will absorb it more and more as you keep it going. Keep it going, keep it flowing, party people. I'll see you at the next workout. Love you.